Hey everyone, guess what? We have something extra special coming to you very soon. Over the next couple of months, we're going live on YouTube with some amazing subscriber-only events. There'll be live Q&A with your favorite characters, like me, the Pim Pim. I can answer all the silly questions. And even a special live story told right on the spot. So kids, make sure your grown-ups have subscribed to the Silly Stories for Kids YouTube channel. That way, you won't miss a thing. Search Silly Stories for Kids podcast on YouTube or check the link in this episode description. Get ready. It's going to be silly and a lot of fun, and it's going to be live. All right, we better get into the story. Okay, let's go. One day, two little kids named Huxley and Aubrey were sitting at their house. Now, they were very, very excited because they'd found a very big cardboard box that they had decided to turn into something. They weren't quite sure yet, but they knew they needed decorations. All right, said Huxley, I'll go find some scissors. Oh, and we'll need some paper, said Aubrey. Let's go. So they raced off in different directions to go search the house. They were digging through drawers and cupboards to try and find anything that they could use to decorate their cardboard box. It was going to be a lot of fun. I found some scissors, said Huxley. Oh, I found some stickers, said Aubrey. Oh, great. Any glue? Oh, there's some over here, said Huxley. As they collected all the things, they started heading back towards their cardboard box. But when they got there, something very strange had happened. Inside their cardboard box, they could see a little hat sticking out the top of it. What's that hat? Said Aubrey. I don't know, said Huxley. They walked over and they could hear a noise coming from inside the box. I am bonfrey, 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 bonfrey. Bonfrey? Said Huxley. Who's bonfrey? All of a sudden, a little wizard popped his head up out the top of the box. Oh, hello, it is me, Bonfrey. We heard that, said Aubrey, but who are you? I am Bonfrey, said Bonfrey. Yes, but what are you doing in our cardboard box? Well, Bonfrey, 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 said Bonfrey. I saw this cardboard box and thought maybe we could, Bonfrey, Bonfrey. What do you mean, Bonfrey, Bonfrey? Oh, sorry. Maybe we could make it into something special, said Bonfrey. That was our idea as well, said Huxley. Oh, yes, Bonfrey thinks that this is a very good cardboard box for doing magic cardboard box things with. Magic cardboard box, said Aubrey. Oh, yes, with Bonfrey, everything is wizard magic Bonfrey. Wizard? Did you say wizard? Yes, Bonfrey is wizard, said Bonfrey. Okay, said Huxley. Well, we found some decorations, so were you wanting to help us decorate? Oh, no, don't need normal decorations. Need magic decorations, said Bonfrey. Bonfrey, Bonfrey, Bonfrey. He says his name a lot, said Aubrey. Yeah, a lot, said Huxley. So, the kids decided that they would try and do what Bonfrey was asking. As Bonfrey was standing inside the cardboard box, all of a sudden, he started to float up out of it. And then he floated across and then landed on the ground. How did you do that? Said Aubrey. Bonfrey is wizard, said Bonfrey. Oh yeah, I forgot that, said Huxley. Well, what are we going to do with this cardboard box? Magic decorations, said Bonfrey. Bonfrey has them all ready to go. Are you ready, Bonfrey? Yes, said Aubrey. With that, Bonfrey reached into his robe and started pulling out scissors and glue and paper. Bonfrey, they just look like the decorations that we already had. Yes, said Bonfrey. But these are Bonfrey's ones, so make sure you use the Bonfrey ones to make sure that Bonfrey can do all the Bonfrey things. Okay, said the kids. Well, we better try. So, they grabbed the scissors and the paper and they started to work on their cardboard box. First of all, Huxley used the scissors and he went over. I think I'll cut a window in here so that we can see out the side. Oh, okay, said Aubrey. So Huxley began to cut, and as he cut, Aubrey, look at this, said Huxley. Aubrey raced over to look. Whoa, she said, how did you do that? Where Huxley had been cutting, all of a sudden, there was a real window. It looked like the window on the side of a spaceship. That's amazing. Oh, okay, said Aubrey. Well, I'm going to use this paper to make a control panel. First, she did a little bit of drawing on the paper, but then, as she was drawing, she realised that the buttons she was drawing were coming to life. Then she used the glue to stick the paper inside the cardboard box, and all of a sudden, it had its own control panel that was fully functional. I don't even know what these buttons do, said Aubrey. Oh, yes, said Bonfrey, because you need to choose first. You draw the picture on the buttons and we will see what the buttons do because I am Bonfrey. Okay, said Aubrey. Well, maybe a button that made the box jump, she said. Oh, very Bonfrey, said Bonfrey. So she drew a picture of someone jumping on one of the buttons. Then she reached down and pushed it. Boop! Boom, 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 boom. The cardboard box jumped into the air and landed next to where it originally was. Wow, said Aubrey. That's cool. Hey, said Huxley, can I draw some of the buttons? Yeah, sure. He came inside the cardboard box as well. He borrowed the pencil off his sister and then started to draw some things on that as well. Maybe it definitely needs to be able to fly, so let's draw a wings button. So he drew a button that looked like a pair of wings on the side of a spaceship. I think this thing's going to turn into a spaceship, said Huxley. I think so too, said Aubrey. He tried the button that he had just pressed and wings shot out the side of the spaceship. It's working, he said. All right, well, let's take this thing for a fly, said Aubrey. Oh, yes, Bonfrey thinks that flying is a very good idea. We should take the flying Bonfrey spaceship up into the air. Let me have a turn, he said. He came inside and he grabbed the pencil and he drew on one of the buttons. He drew a little bit of a rocket blast at the bottom of a spaceship. Is that the little bit of a go button? No, I have not finished, said Bonfrey. Bonfrey. Bonfrey kept drawing and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. Bonfrey, that's a very big spaceship explosion at the bottom of the spaceship. Yes, we need to go very quickly because Bonfrey likes to go very fast. Okay, everybody ready? Hang on, wait, one more. Bonfrey started drawing on one more button. The kids couldn't quite see what he was drawing until he had finished and he pressed the button. What does it do? Said Huxley. All of a sudden, seatbelts came out of nowhere and strapped the kids to the side of the cardboard box spaceship. Whoa, said Huxley. Okay, said Aubrey. Rocket time, said Bonfrey. Bonfrey. And he pressed the giant rocket button that he had just drawn. The spaceship blasted up into the air. Said the kids. Because of the giant rocket blast that Bonfrey had drawn, the rocket explosion was ginormous. It blasted a hole straight through the roof of their house. Bonfrey! Yelled Huxley. Whoa! Said Bonfrey, very excited. We forgot to put on a steering wheel, said Huxley. Oh no, said Bonfrey. What are we going to do? Said Aubrey. Bonfrey? Said Bonfrey. That's not gonna help. Bonfrey, pass me the pencil, said Aubrey. So Bonfrey threw the pencil across to Aubrey. She caught it and started to draw on one of the buttons. Then she pressed it and a steering wheel popped out right in front of her. Oh, very clever, said Bonfrey. Then she grabbed the steering wheel and began to guide the rocket ship. It's working, said Huxley. Well done. Thanks, said Aubrey. We've done really, really well. This spaceship is amazing. I'm feeling a little bit hungry though. Oh, that is a good idea, said Bonfrey. Bonfrey started drawing on another one of the buttons. Then he pressed it, and when he did, toasted sandwiches popped out the middle of the spaceship, and each of them got a very tasty toasted sandwich. That is a fantastic button, said Huxley. Yeah, said Aubrey. That's yum. What about some drinks? Oh, I can do that one, said Huxley. He grabbed the pencil and drew on another one of the buttons. As he drew, he then pressed the button, and out came some bubbly water. Oh, yum! I love bubble water, said Aubrey. Me too, said Huxley. I've never had bubble water, said Bonfrey. I will try it. He took a sip. Oh, Bonfrey! Oh, Bonfrey, said Bonfrey as his eyes started to bubble in his head. Oh, it's so bubbly, said Bonfrey. The kids both laughed. All right, they said, we got to do something else with this spaceship. Because we're going a little bit too high. Aubrey, can you direct us back in the right direction? Okay, she said, and she started to turn the spaceship with the steering wheel that she had made. I wonder, said Huxley. Oh, what do you wonder? Huxley started to draw on one of the other buttons, then on another button, then on another button, then on another one and another one and another one. What are you doing? Said Aubrey. You'll see, said Huxley. Oh, Bonfrey, said Bonfrey, getting very excited. He didn't know what was going on, but something about the excitement that Huxley had seemed to be contagious, and Bonfrey was super duper excited. Are you ready? Said Huxley. Ready for what? Said Aubrey. I'm gonna do it, he said. Do what? Said Bonfrey. And he pressed all of the buttons at the same time. With that, the spaceship did something ridiculous. First of all, it started lighting up and flashing like a beacon in the sky. Then it started to change shape. It started to swirl around in circles. It was like they were getting stretched and pulled in all kinds of different directions. "Whoa!" said Aubrey. "This feels funny. It's making me feel all squishy," said Huxley. "Wow, bonfrey, bonfrey, bonfrey," said Bonfrey as he was getting stretched in and out. Then the spaceship started to twist, and it spun incredibly quickly. "Wow, wow, 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 wow," said the kids as it went round and round and round. Then the last button seemed to activate, and everything in the spaceship turned off. "Uh-oh," said Aubrey. "Ah!" screamed the kids as the spaceship started to blast straight back down towards the ground. "Oh, Bonfrey!" yelled Bonfrey. And the kids and Bonfrey were flying directly towards the ground at top speed. It was ridiculous. "What are we going to do now?" yelled Huxley. "I've got it," said Aubrey. She quickly grabbed the pencil, and on the very last button on the control panel, she drew a giant something. "What is it?" said Huxley. "Just press it," said Aubrey. So Huxley reached over and pressed the button, and a giant pillow exploded from underneath the spaceship, and the spaceship landed in the middle of the pillow. The kids rolled out of their seats and climbed out of the cardboard box. That was amazing! They yelled. "Bonfrey!" yelled Bonfrey. "Bonfrey, Bonfrey, Bonfrey, flying spaceship Bonfrey into a pillow, Bonfrey, 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 Bonfrey." The kids laughed. "All right," they said. "We better get back to..." "Hey, we're back at our house," said Huxley. "That was a good landing," said Aubrey. "Yes, everything always works out well with Bonfrey. Okay, well, I hope that you have had lots of fun. Bonfrey best be on his way." "Okay," said Bonfrey. And so he started to wander off down the street, singing and clicking his heels as he went. "I am Bonfrey, 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 Bonfrey. I am the Bonfrey," he said. The kids walked back to the door and went back inside. As they walked in, their mum was standing there looking up at a giant hole in their roof. Kids," she said, "do you know why there's a giant hole in the middle of our roof?" Well," said Huxley, "I don't think you'd believe us even if we told you." And that is the end of the story. This episode is brought to you by Bonfrey's Magic Bonfrey Decoration Supplies. Bonfrey. If you need to decorate something much more better than it already was, don't use normal supplies. Make sure you use Bonfrey supplies that are magically Bonfrey. Bonfrey, Bonfrey, Bonfrey. We hope that you are enjoying the silly stories for kids. This has been me, Bonfrey. And me, Sam. We'll see you soon. Bonfrey.